But if you go back to the basic thing that I did was that I found something that I could do well, and I found one person that I can service, because that one person, if you do it well, it's your first evidence that you really know what you're doing and that you can help people. Okay, Jason, so I don't want to take too much more of your time, but I want you to give us a couple of minutes of, let's say that a lot of these guys that are here watching this video or listening to this podcast right now, they say, okay, good, I need more income, I want to get started, I want to build my business right now, I want to take advantage of the opportunities. What is the first step that they need to take after they figure out, okay, good, I know how to generate leads, or I know how to help a chiropractor or a dentist or an e-commerce brand or whatever? What is the first step that they can take once they have that thing down, that they know that they have an ability to help somebody with marketing or with a service?
Yeah, once you have that clarity, then it's the second step is really, how can I position myself to be the choice rather than a choice? How can you position yourself as that advisor, that trusted advisor, where you're focusing all the attention on them and hardly any on you? And then you develop a plan that they actually understand. Like when I would race cars, I would say, hey, go through this corner at 100 miles per hour. If I didn't describe the plan and demonstrate the plan, they wouldn't be able to do it. But once I did that, they were actually able to go through it faster than me. So I guess I'm a better teacher than actually doer on that one. The next thing is figuring out that right offering ladder, what you should actually be charging, how can you charge on value. Now that you have that main foundation, then you can go to prospecting. And I want you to think about, you don't have to do it all at once, but think about the first channel would be outbound if I'm starting out, because you can actually control that. How can I get someone's attention, actually pitch to them and propose to them, and then develop all the other channels that I talked about, inbound strategic partners. Now that you have that, then you have to develop your sales process. How do I qualify people quick so you're not wasting time? What are the questions I need to ask? How can I have them determine the value that I actually provide by the questions I ask, versus me saying, I can bring you $1 million. You're going to be like, you're full of it, right? But if I can actually ask the right questions where they can see that, oh man, this agency can bring me $1 million, I'm good. Then the hard part's not over. I see a lot of agencies stop here after the sale, and they ring the bell and they're really happy, but then they forget about the onboarding and delivering and the communication that needs to happen, because the hard part's not selling the deal, it's keeping the deal and actually growing that account and doing amazing jobs. So then they're always bragging about you. So then you actually do get more referrals. So you have to figure out the delivery system. And then the next system, and you have to do these in order. It's kind of like a phone number. The next is operations. Who are the right people I need to put in the right seats that believe in what we believe that can actually get us further along? And then the last part is leadership. I truly believe if you want to transition from an owner to a CEO, there's 5 roles. Set the vision and communicate it to your team often. Coach and mentor your leadership team only and show them how they can do that down and down and down and down. Be the face of the organization like you are, like creating all this amazing content with people that have better internet connections, assist sales, and then understand the financials. So those are the 5 roles. And then once you have those 5 roles, I'm going to tell you, you're going to be completely depressed, because you're going to go in your agency. Now you'll be like, oh, I love those roles, right? Like you'll go in your agency and you'll go in a meeting, you'll be like, hey, can I help you out with this? No, I'm good. Can I help you out with this? No, I'm good. But you have to realize that Jason told you this would happen, and you have actually transitioned to a CEO where they actually need you for something different than you're used to. So That's it.
Right. Well, obviously it's a process. I wish that it all happened overnight like that. But for example, hiring your first team member, you got to have some income already and some revenue, right? So I would say, to bring it all down to basics, if you're just starting up, this is something that you need to rewind and look at Jason's bullet points that he just mentioned, step by step. But to bring it all back to basics, what would you do? Like if I go back to the beginning of my agency, which right now it's a pretty big powerhouse right now that we have here going on, and we help a lot of people, and we're pretty good at what we do, but it was a long process, right? To get to where we're at today. I'm still just getting started. We're still putting things in place. But if you go back to the basic thing that I did was that I found something that I could do well, and I found one person that I can service, because that one person, if you do it well, that person becomes your first case study, right, Jason? It's your first evidence that you really know what you're doing and that you can help people. Like talking about becoming a doctor, marketing doctor, right? The doctor knows how to cure a patient. Well, you know how to get a marketing result on an account. So you got to get that one result. If you're lucky, that first one becomes successful. If you're not, then you got to just say goodbye and go at it again and try to find one that you can make successful. I was lucky that the first one that I tried was successful. The second and the third one, they were successful. And then I felt like a king of the mountain. And I said to the world that I would never get fired. And I ended up, I was just lucky, because I have been fired many times along the way. I have failed many times delivering quality marketing results. It is marketing. It is fast moving. It's ever changing. You got to stay up to date. And that's all part of playing this game. But you got to get that one client to give you a chance, give you an opportunity.